The UFC just announced some fights for UFC 319. I'm going to give my early thoughts, my early prediction on them. So let's go. Might as well start with Elliott versus Asakura. I mean, Tim Elliott, man, where's this guy been? I mean, to be fair, I don't know if he's had any fight books or not. I've not checked, but like this guy's never fights, honestly. But I'm actually really glad to see Asakura back. I've been wanting to come back for a while. So finally, it's about time. Honestly, I think Asaka's going to smoke him. I genuinely think Asaka's going to smoke Elliott here. I really do think Asakura is dangerous for the whole flyweight division. He's big, he's powerful, and like that flying knee landed on Pantoja, man, that would have knocked basically everyone out in the division if it wasn't, hard chin, hard noggin, grudge forward Pantoja, Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see Elliott, taking him to round 2 and 3 and then maybe submitting him, but like, I don't know, I think Asakura is on that level above Elliott. I mean, he has wins over Manel Cap, I mean, even though he did lose to Manel Cap as well, I don't think Elliott, I mean, MMA math don't work, so I don't even know why I'm saying this, but I don't think Elliott would beat Manel. So yeah, I do think Asakura is going to win this one as an early prediction, but I think this is going to be a good fight overall though. Yeah, I probably do see a finish here as well, unless Elliott just wrestles into a decision, but then again, I would probably see Elliott getting a submission, so I do see a finish here from both guys, either a knockout from Asakura, a submission from Elliott. Sick fight. Even though he did go from a title shot to a fighting Elliott, I mean, I do think it's fair because like it was his debut. He's not really fought anyone, so I do kind of like him having to fight some contenders, even if he's ranked 15 and fighting 11, But yeah, I think this is a good fight. How Tim Elliott's, I don't even know, man. I think Elliott's gonna get smoked. I mean, moving on, Battle versus Ruzaboyev. I'm pulling up Ruzaboyev's record here because I just want to like go through some of his fights, like a decision. I mean, he KO'd, Cedric Dumas. It's like, I mean, Bruno Verheya lost. He got smashed by Buckley, and then Eric McCoinco. I don't even remember that guy. That was the shit. Damn, I don't even remember that guy, man. And then he has a decision over Dustin Stoltzfus. I remember that one. I just don't think he's that good, man. And honestly, I think even though Battle did lose his last fight against Randy Brown, I don't care what anybody says, that was a clear loss. He did lose against Randy Brown, but he does have some good wins, and I do rate Battle. I think this will definitely, well, even though Battle's last fight was pretty boring, Ruzaboyev's not no special either, but it's an alright fight. I get it. I think probably one more win for Battle, and then he's getting another shot at the rankings again. Same with Ruzaboyev as well. So even though I don't rate him, I think whoever does win this should probably get a shot in the rankings. Who do I think is gonna win? I think Battle by a decision, a 29-28 decision, maybe even 30-27. This is a fun fight though. Andrade versus Godinez. I'm probably gonna go. I don't even know, man. I'm probably gonna go Lupe Godinez in this one. I can't lie. I don't really know much about. I've watched it here and there. I'm probably gonna go Lupe Godinez in this one. Andrade is. How old is she now? Let's have a look. So Andrade is. Oh shit, she's actually 33. Wow, I thought Andrade would be a lot older than that. I mean, how old's Lupe Godinez? She's 31. But even still, even though she's only 33, Andrade still feels old, you know? And she's on a 2-fight losing streak, lost the last one by submission. Yeah, I'm going to pick Godinez by this one by decision. Yeah, Andrade is washed. I don't really know, to be honest. Cool. Same with this. I mean, I swear, she's ranked, but like I've never even seen before. I know JJ Aldridge, but has she just spawned into the UFC or something? Like I swear she's just like, you know how Lucas Tracy says like the UFC Apex like prelim fighters who are like born in the Apex in like labs and stuff. Even though this is on a pay-per-view, I feel like she's one of them. I swear I've never seen her before. I swear she's just spawned in. Let's look at her record. Karine Silver. I feel like I have actually heard of her before. Okay, she last fought on Jones Miocic. No wonder I don't really remember her. I mean, that just shows how bad Jones is. Why Jones is still the champion, I don't know. Jesus, man. Fuck John Jones. I'm gonna go Karine Silver in this one. I don't know, she just looks like more buff, more strong, more oomph, you know? So I'm gonna go her. Yeah, let's just get past these stuff. What we're doing with MMA fights are not the greatest, but you know. And see, this, I don't like. I think this is dumb matchmaking. Why are they giving Chase Hooper Hernandez? Why are they giving Hernandez Chase Hooper? Why are you building up Chase Hooper even more like this? This doesn't. I don't think this makes any sense at all. Like, why? Hooper should be getting a ranked fighter. What winning streak is he on? Chase Hooper is now on a 1, 2, 3, 5 fight winning streak. Decision, submission, decision over Nick Fior, Jordan Levitt. I actually rate Jordan Levitt, so I think that's a decent win. Vyacheslav Borshev, I think that's a great win as well. That was a really good performance. I mean, he got a submission over Clay Guida, that's expected. And then that decision over Jim Miller. Why he's fighting Anthony Hernandez, I don't know. I'm picking Chase Hooper by submission in rounds 1 or 2 in this one. Hernandez is just not good, is he? Like, Chase Hooper should be getting someone like ranked around that 15 level. This is dumb. This is really dumb. I feel bad for Chase Hooper. Like, I mean, it's another free winner for him, I guess, you know, but. So I guess it's a free paycheck for him, so you know what, good for him. But after this, they definitely should give him a ranked opponent. But yeah, this is dumb. And then Bobby Green versus Carlos Diego Ferreira. See, this fight makes sense. But like, man, Bobby Green, Bobby No Chin Green. Carlos Diego Ferreira's gonna chin him, innit? He's going to chin him like he did Michael Johnson, I think. Bobby Green's chin's just not there anymore. Like, I mean, that spinning heel kick, like, yeah, to be fair, most people probably would get knocked out from that, but like, man, Bobby Green's chin's just not there. How many times has this guy been KO'd? You know what I mean? How many times has this guy been KO'd? And I feel back, Green is good. You know, a few years ago, Green had probably piece up and finish Carlos Diego Ferreira, and to be fair, he probably still could. You know what? This is how this fight is gonna go. Bobby Green, for the first, for however long this fight lasts, Bobby Green's gonna be piecing up, looking really good. He's gonna be talking to him. Then I don't know where big overhand right from Ferreira knocks Green out cold. This is just how I see the fight going, and I would have really liked Bobby to win this one. I really don't want to see him get knocked out again. Unless it's like someone who actually has like a name, you know, like an actual prospect. But you know, this is a good fight though. I could see a finish from both. I could see Bobby having a late finish, late in round 2, round 3, just by overwhelming, piecing him up, smashing his head back, popping his head back with jabs and straight right. Just a classic Bobby Green, like Jim Miller. I think it could have a Jim Miller type of performance on Carlos, but his just chin's not there, man, and it's sad. So unfortunately, early predictions, I think Verheye's gonna sleep Bobby Green. unfortunately. Gerald Meerschaert versus Olenjacek, GM3 the GOAT. Man, I mean, GM3 is the GOAT, innit? So this is kind of rough for Olenjacek. I think that's how you say his name. Man, but jokes aside, I think Olenjacek's probably gonna sleep. I think Olenjacek's probably gonna sleep GM3 early. I mean, he knocked down Kevin Holland, man. That's impressive. Like I do think. I mean, Kevin Holland just submitted Luke Cage, so to be fair, he is looking pretty decent at the moment. And he did knock down, even though he ended up getting submitted, which to be fair, GM3 very well could submit. It could very well submit him, you know. I could see it, 'cause GM3 is so dangerous, you know, he has so many finishes for a reason. But I do see Olenjacek just, honestly, first round, you know. I see Olenjacek going out there and just knocking out, sleeping GM3 in the first round. I actually do think Olenjacek is alright, you know. He's not ranked level, but I think he's like that 30 to 20 level maybe, like around that. I don't think he's, like I said, I don't think he's ranked, but I do think he's pretty decent. I do think he's good enough to get GM3 and sleep him, unless he gets submitted and caught up on the ground. That could happen, you know, like an armbar, how he did with Holland, or a guillotine. I could see one of them, but yeah, I'm gonna go Olenjacek in this one by a first round knockout, but it is close. Then the last and final fight, Edson Barboza versus Drakkar Klose. This is a cool fight. I didn't expect this fight to be made, but a bit lightweight for Barboza as well. Always like that. Barboza shouldn't be fighting at featherweight. He just needs to pick one weight class and stay there, you know. And I think that weight class is lightweight. But Drakkar, I actually do rate Drakkar Klose. I'll pop his record up now. Well, for me, it's 15-3. Like, even though he did get smoked by Joel Alvarez in his last fight, it's Joel Alvarez, man. And I really, really rate Joel Alvarez. I think Joel Alvarez is going to go really far in the division. I don't think that's a shame losing to Alvarez. But before that, he won a 4-fight winning streak. Before that, he's only lost to David Tamer. People forget, man, David Tamer was actually pretty good. Whatever happened to him, I don't know. Well, actually, does anyone know what happened to David Tamer? Like, he lost to Charles after being on a 5-fight winning streak and just disappeared. I don't know. But he's only lost to David Tamer on his streak. Beneil Dariush, I mean, you all know what happened there. And Joel Alvarez, like, he is pretty good, you know. Like Joe Cream Silva, but Joe Selecki with a slam, Rafa Garcia, Brandon Jenkins. Okay, yeah, maybe some of them are a bit mid, actually. I didn't know he had a win over Bobby Green, though. Wow, I actually didn't know that. I've only just found that out. Wow, by decision on Lee versus Iaquinta back in 2018. Damn, I didn't know that. But man, I could see Barboza finishing him in like round 2. Like with a switch kick to the body in Drakkar. Like, you can see his hands drop, you can see him crincing a bit, so he starts moving back. Combinations against the fence for Barboza, putting him down. I could see this, but Barboza, I could just see him. He's probably just gonna get out wrestled, isn't it? You know, this is a close fight, I think. But I do think Drakkar Klose is probably gonna get a decision here. Maybe Barboza steals the first round off him, but I don't know. I could see Drakkar getting a 30-27 here, but I'm not too confident though, because Barboza is dangerous. But yeah, I'm probably going to go Drakkar in this one, unfortunately. I hope Barboza KOs him, but, you know, no offense to Drakkar, I like the dude, but I do hope Barboza KOs him, but yeah, I'll probably see just out wrestling Barboza to a decision. So yeah, and okay, actually before I go, Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov, UFC 317 cancelled, but I'm pretty sure it's been moved to UFC 319. I think I saw that, so we'll go over that fight real quick as well. Paulo Costa versus Roman, man, that is a good fight. That is really good. I'm sad it's not on this weekend, but at least we still hopefully get it. Paulo Costa, why you still pulling out, I don't know. But if you actually look at Paulo Costa's record, I'll pop it up. He only has like wins over like old people, like just bullying old dudes. You know, like I might have to pick Roman Kopylov in that one. I don't think he's as good as Lucas Tracy says he is, obviously. I do think Kopylov is decent, maybe. Is he a top 10 fighter? I don't know. I'd say he is at least top 15, and I think he beats Paulo. Decision, honestly, 32. I think 30-27's Paulo, honestly. But then again, though, like, Costa, even though he does lose all these fights, like, he does make them close, though, you know? Like, I mean, I guess against Izzy he didn't, but he lost to Marvin Vettori. Like, that's just not a good look at all, is it? That's just not a good look at all. And the Luke Rockhold fight, though, how is Luke Rockhold making it close at that age? You know, he lost to Izzy, lost to Vettori, and then the Whitaker fight and the Strickland fight. I mean, I bet Paulo is the underdog in that one. Do I pick Paulo, actually, thinking about it? But then again, he lost to fucking Costa. I mean, Vettori. He lost to Vettori, man, and I don't rate Vettori at all. I'm picking Kopylov by 30-27 or 29-28 decision. Yeah, they're my early predictions and early thoughts for UFC 319. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.